Who am I? My name is Wyatt Fawcett. I was born in British Columbia, moved around a bit, ended up back in British Columbia, and now I am here on the internet. I'm almost 30 years old. Yikes. I have a fairly small career in writing. I started writing about video games when I was just a teenager, and now I do my own stuff. I have a blog. If you want to check it out right here, check out my blog. And I post things on there that are both personal, creative, in-depth. I really like to suss out ideas on that blog. You can find short stories, links to all my social media channels. Currently, I am a community champion at Eastside Games. They're pretty great. Check them out. Download their games if you've got a mobile device, which I'm sure you do. You might even be watching this on your mobile device. Yeah, I have a Twitter account. I have a professional Facebook account. You can check both of those out. Send me a message, give it a like, give me a retweet, a follow. I also have an Instagram account. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a writer. I write short stories, blogs, long stories. I've finished a few manuscripts. Working on one right now that's really, really great. It might be the first one I try to publish. I'm a big aficionado of social media, and I love video games, geek culture, Star Wars, Zelda, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed, Fallout, Ace Attorney, Star Wars. I'm also a huge sports fan. I like football, hockey, lacrosse. The teams are the Vancouver Stealth for lacrosse. They're pretty great. Give them a like on Facebook. My football team is the Dolphins. Thanks, Dad. Grew up in a Dolphins household. Didn't really have a choice. My brother's a strong man for choosing a different team. So, kudos to him. And the Canucks. Huge Canucks fan. Die hard since I was a wee tot. So this is an exciting time for me as a sports fan. Not as exciting time for me as a 20-something-year-old creative trying to, find that perfect outlet for some of the stresses in life. We all go through that kind of thing, and it's never easy to find a way to put it out there, get it off your chest, take that weight off your shoulders. Yeah, so basically that's why I'm doing this. This is the first time I've ever done a vlog. I'm going to need to take a little bit of time to get used to talking into a camera. The date is almost October. Fall is in the air. Fall is my favorite season. All the food, the family, the colors. So why am I doing this? Maybe for therapy. Maybe to get some answers. Have discussions with people. Be able to express something that I might not be able to express in another venue. And generally just sharing my experiences in life. I do a lot of it in writing, and I'm sure some of the people who watch this video are going to be fans of my work. And I know that the way I write sometimes can muddle the purpose of why I'm writing, or the overall concept of that piece. So this is a more direct approach, having a conversation with me. So that's fun. Yeah, overall it's just being able to connect with you guys. I've been a big fan of YouTube content and vlogs for a really long time. I have a few favorites. I'll link them up right here. Over here. Yep. I'll link them up right here. Some of my favorites. Go check them out. And yeah, I just really wanted to be a part of it. I want to reach out. I want to maybe make some friends, meet like-minded people, and just, you know, talk about the things that we all go through in life, because everyone goes through it. A little bit more about me. I am a chronic insomniac. I like to marathon things, be it video games, television shows, social outings. The more I can get done in a smaller amount of time, the better I feel about my overall experience, I think. I like to read books. I just yesterday purchased this beautiful copy of For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway, my favorite author. This is a 1940 print. Pretty great condition. Cost me 20 bucks at MacLeod's, so that's a pretty great score. Hit up MacLeod's. They're right here. Check out MacLeod's. They've got some pretty great stuff. Lots of great books. And those guys will be more than happy to talk your ear off about your favorite literature for hours. So go check them out if you're in Vancouver. If you're not in Vancouver, definitely make it part of your trip if you plan on coming to this town. I like coffee. I'm an ex-smoker. Right now I'm a few years into my obsession with nicotine vapor. I'm happy with it for now. We'll see where that goes. What else about me? Why? I started writing when I was a child, whether it be poetry or just small little things here and there. And then I got into music when I was younger, probably like 8 or 9, and my love for music translated my writing into lyrics. I had books and books and books of song lyrics. Eventually they got a little angsty, like any young teen boy who writes. Maybe I'll share some of those on here in the future. And then I took that lyric writing and turned it into better poetry, short stories. And then I met a man who told me about this fantastical career called video game journalism, where you can take your love for video games and your love for writing and you combine the two. And that's where I went. I begged for my first job, got my first job, and 10 years later I am now working at an indie video game studio. Almost there for 2 years now. Really like it. I like the people that I work with the most. Yeah. So now I'm on the other side of the fence, making them, talking to the fans, doing all the social media. I'm a big social media nerd, so I'm always on there, checking things out, looking at trends, retweeting cool people. I like movies. I like hats. I have a large collection of hats. This is a 2010 Dolphins draft cap. So I have a large collection of hats. Kind of about it. I have some personality traits I'm not a big fan of that have gotten me in a lot of trouble in the past. I didn't take the easiest road to get here, and I feel like my sanity is paying the price for some of that now. It's extremely difficult living in the big city as an adult. I'm not sure post-adolescent me is fit for life in the big city. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm really, really right. End goal in life is to move to a small town. somewhere beautiful, somewhere it doesn't get too cold or too hot. Some mystical land that doesn't exist. Have a nice house with a big record collection, a giant library, and just write until I die. One of my personality traits is the inability to accept my own failure, of which I have been curbing of late. I am more than happy nowadays to accept my failure and take it as a stepping stone to achieving something, succeeding in another attempt. To combat that trait, I also have a penchant for working my ass off. If I'm passionate about something, I never stop. I run as hard as I can for as long as I can, and I outwork everyone around me. And I think that's what's gotten me to where I am today. I don't have a ton of book smarts. I'm more knowledgeable about the things outside of books as far as textbooks are concerned. Check back with me maybe next video and I might have some more tidbits about me. What am I watching these days? Steven Universe, such a great show. One of the best cartoons I've ever seen in my life. It is so dark and so funny, so authentic, and yet it's about aliens and gems and battling and interspecies relations, and it's all centered around a small boy who doesn't know what the he's doing, doesn't know what is going on, and yet somehow brings light and heart and comedy and soulfulness into this equation that all builds up into these grand tiny tidbits of story. Big shout out to Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe. She did such an amazing job fleshing out this world that is shown in the show. Huge shout out to the art team on that show as well. One of the cleanest and coolest and most sophisticated looking animation shows I've ever seen. So I've been watching a lot of that. I'm almost caught up. What have I been? I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Unity. So I waited probably 4 or 5 months before all the patches that came out to fix the game, because apparently they launched a broken game. So I waited and started playing it a while ago, and have jumped back into it. What else am I playing? I haven't been playing much. Unfortunately, these last few months have been pretty hard to get through. I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm having trouble being a good boyfriend. At some points I'm having trouble being a good employee. I'm just trying to be a good human at this point. The shining light is, even though I'm struggling a little bit, I haven't lost my sense of humor yet. I haven't lost my manners, which is deeply important to me. So yeah, I'm working on that. So I haven't been playing much. But I did start The Witcher 3 a little while ago, maybe a month ago. I got a little ways into it and it's super exciting, it's super huge. I think it might be too huge right now. Seems more like a burden than an enjoyable, entertaining experience. Playing a little bit of League of Legends. I'm also a big fan of that game, Riot Games. Much love. That game is so much fun. And Worlds starts tomorrow, assuming I post this today. October 1st to 11th, group stages of Worlds. Check it out on lolesports.com. I'll link it up right here. Yeah, that's what I'm playing. Things I'm looking forward to, episode 7, obviously. Fallout 4, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Those are my games of the fall. Unfortunately, both of those games come with gigantic collector's editions, so I'm not going to be able to afford playing many other games, because those two games alone is like $400 in collector's editions, because I have to have the statues. And I managed to get a hold of one of the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy editions, so I'm going to have a big Pip-Boy on my arm walking around, vatsing people. More of these guys right here. Some more Disney Infinity. Love these figures. This is one of them Disney Infinity guys. This is Luke Skywalker. Didn't know if I was going to get into 3.0 until they announced that they were going to partner with Star Wars. And of course, me being me, I have to own all the Star Wars figures. So, slowly getting them all. I started off hunting down the exclusives, which was a lot of fun. I've never really done that before. So I had to go to all the different stores to get a bunch of figures that were only sold at specific stores. The Rise Against the Empire set just came out, so I picked that up. And that came with Luke and Leia. Got Darth Vader. Got some of the Rebels characters. I've got the original starter pack. So I'm looking forward to more of those coming out. Darth Maul releases in November. And then Boba Fett is in the new year. So I got those two coming out. And then hopefully they do some episode 7 figures. No announcement on that yet though, so we'll see. Okay, what's going on at work? Got a new idle pause build for iOS. If you guys haven't yet, check it out. Idle pause is our answer to Tap Titans or Clicker Hero or any of those games. It's basically a clicker game, but with cats. So you get to pick a cat, click a cat, collect love from it. There's a idle pause right there for you. So you just pet the cat. Yeah. And then you can buy the cat a bunch of toys, make the cat happy, and level up your cat. That one's getting a new iOS build. It's on Android right now, if you want that build. Got some grassroots hype with some new updates coming out. We got a super secret, huge project that we haven't announced yet, but trust me, it's huge. It could shape the entire direction of where our company is going. So that is a big deal. We've also got a smaller, unannounced project that's working. And then, obviously, the upkeep on our Facebook game, Pot Farm, is also trucking along. I don't know how to end these things. Well, thanks for checking out my first ever vlog. I hope to be back here soon, often, maybe from remote locations. Definitely subscribe to our channel here. Give it a big subscribe, hit that button. Actually, my story of the day. Today I was at Passport Canada and had one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life with a rude clerk who, it was one of those instances where it seemed like they were out to get you. Granted, she probably was not. Could have been she was having a bad day. Could have been she had a bad night. I don't know. It's not for me to judge. But her impact on me was brutal, and that sort of tainted how I felt today. I shook it off pretty quickly thanks to some people close to me who let me vent a little bit, but it definitely affects the way we go about the rest of our day. So my question for you guys is, how do you shake off a rude interaction? Let me know. Do you go on a murderous rampage? Drive all the way to Minnesota and lay in the middle of a field and pray to God the snow doesn't come early? Go home and crawl under your sheets and just cry yourself to sleep? Do you have a long cold shower? So tell me, how do you shake off a rude interaction in the comments below? I will pick one or more really great answers and show them off in the next vlog. yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Gives this video a thumbs up. Follow me on all those social media channels. Hit up Eastside, hit up Twitch, hit up YouTube, hit up Facebook, hit up Twitter, hit up Instagram. Just hit me up. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And that's Earp. Chirping.